My name is Chris Hess. I'm with Community College of Philadelphia. I run the PowerUp Your Business program. PowerUp Your Business is a program designed for small business owners. Now I'm going to turn over the presentation to our presenter tonight, Mr. Mac Frederick.
I am a former Googler. I worked at Google about 5 years ago before starting both these companies. I'm a small local business owner, just like many of you. I sold 2 companies in the past. And this year I'm forecast to do about 1.5 in revenue, 1.5 million, and I've got no debt, which is probably the more important aspect. My background went to Penn State. I was part of a couple startups, a couple internships, campus rep opportunities, started my own businesses, started a phone repair shop in college. That went well. I got recruited by Google. I worked in their small business department, doing sales and consulting. And this is a story I don't share with people too often, but I've been more open to it within the past couple of years. I actually got fired from Google for starting an agency on the side to help the small businesses with other things that they need. Instead of trying to sell them Google ads, I started helping them build websites, growing their social media, doing SEO, and they paid me as an agency. One thing led to the next. That started growing. I got caught. Google fired me. That forced me to start the agency and go all in, which is when I started Momentum Digital 5 years ago. I moved to Philly, and then I also started Phone Repair Philly because I know how to run a phone repair shop and make good cash and use that profits to dump into Momentum and growing my brand. And just within the past few years, I started Momentum 360, which offers the virtual tours and content marketing for properties. We're trending in that direction where more and more people are finding businesses online and people are getting more customers online. Let's talk about starting a website. First, think about what your business is, like who your customers are, how they would find you, and then what type of website would work best for you. Some of the easier ones, the drag and drop builders, would be Squarespace, Weebly, and Wix. These all range from like $10 to $100 a month, and they can include like included packages. So if you sign up for any of them, you can get a domain, hosting, and security with it. All these things are very important. A domain is like your www.abc.com or whatever you want the website to be. Hosting just has your website live. It means it will be hosted through a server somewhere so that all your information is shown on the website. And then security is really important. That way you don't get hacked. And Google finds it very important to have an SSL, which is a secure socket layer. All of these will pretty much include those 3 things. And then Shopify we'll talk about in a bit. As far as developers and designers, if you have no idea how to even build or customize a drag and drop website, you could literally use Fiverr or Upwork to find somebody for $5 an hour, $100 for a whole project, whatever the case might be. You're gonna have different pages on that website related to, about your businesses, the services. You're gonna have a blog page, testimonials, frequently asked questions, maybe a contact page, product pages. You're gonna wanna have photos and videos and text and infographics and blogs. I use Google Drive for everything. So you can just create like a Google folder with folders within it, talking about, maybe you'll have a folder for photos, a folder for videos, a folder talking about certain services and prices and offerings. There's so many different ways you can drive traffic to your website. Social media is pretty popular. Organic search, like showing up at the top of Google, is popular. Direct traffic is people going directly to your website. Referral traffic is people linking to your website, maybe from like press releases, media, news outlets. Display traffic is from like, different images and display items on other websites linking to your website. You can get email traffic as well, or paid advertising traffic. I'd say 70% of all my traffic's from Google and search engines. But if you have a good social media list or following, you can get a lot of traffic from social media. If you have a big email list, make sure you're monetizing that. And if you're good at getting press and news and different PR pieces, you can get a lot of traffic from that referral traffic too. So SEO is getting traffic for free by ranking at the top of Google. There's something called local search and then organic search. Local search has to do with your where you are geographically and showing up in the top of the map packs. This is Google Maps, which embeds with Google Search. So this is the map pack. This is where we get a majority of our search traffic, which leads directly to website traffic and phone calls. And then you have organic search below that. Social media marketing, if you guys, I'm sure you're focusing a lot on social media. The four main ways to get traffic from social media, the four platforms are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Instagram's still obviously the fastest growing, followed by YouTube, and now TikTok's driving a lot of traffic online. But it's not about what you post, it's how you post it and how you can drive more traffic through that post, such as searching hashtags and locations on Instagram, engaging with other profiles, following other people on the platforms, commenting on their posts and liking their posts. Email marketing, so you can embed third-party like pop-ups and plugins into your website to collect emails. And then you can use different tools like MailChimp or SendGrid to send out emails, to automate your email marketing, and to monetize your emails. You can even sell products or services through MailChimp. If you don't know how to get traffic organically, you can always pay for traffic, pay for customers by using Google, such as search, display video ads, Facebook, newsfeed, stories, Instagram, messenger ads. You can even use LinkedIn, like sponsored posts, DMs, news, Twitter, and then paid traffic from like press releases, display ads, video ads. So getting more web traffic, that would be using SEO, getting more traffic from social media, growing your email list, getting more direct and referral traffic. Growing your email list, make sure you have pop-ups or opt-ins, or you can even scrape the internet for getting email addresses. SEO, getting more traffic from local SEO. If you have a small local business, if you're on this presentation right now and you have a small local business, just like Virtuous Hair Studio or whatever your business might be, literally go to the App Store, download Google My Business, set up your business on Google My Business. It might actually be the best thing I could tell you from this entire conversation, because it's going to help you rank at the top of Google. If you log into this thing every day, just like you might with Instagram or whatever you use, you can post pictures to Google. You can get reviews by sending the link to your friends. You can make sure all your information's correct. Here's 5 different ways you can make money online. E-commerce, that's by selling products through your website. Education, we'll talk about each one of these. Education, you're selling information online. Subscriptions, where you can get residual sales, monthly subscriptions right to your bank account by selling products or information, or infoproducts as people talk about. Digital services, like Momentum Digital, we're a digital marketing agency, so you can provide a service for somebody else online and get paid to do it. And ad revenue. I think Teresa was talking about like getting paid to have ads on her website. You can have an ad revenue, or you can be an influencer, or you can advertise on your website or other online platforms and make money that way. Before you think about selling something online, make sure you have your price, do some research, see if it's competitive within the market. Think about the placement, where you're going to sell it and how you're going to sell it, and your promotion. You can do first-party sales, e-commerce website. I strongly suggest Shopify. It's basically like a drag and drop platform. It's extremely intuitive. It's fairly priced. It has a beautiful user interface and user experience. It builds in with third-party integrations to take payment processing like Stripe or PayPal. Soon it's going to take Cash App. Square, if your point of sale is Square, you can integrate that. Whenever you're selling online, there's a front end and a back end. The front end is where people see the website and they can shop online. The back end has to do with your inventory, which you're going to need unique identifiers with your products, which are called SKUs, which I don't know what that stands for, to be honest, but it's a unique identifier like 0, 1, 2, or whatever you use to designate that product. If you don't want to build out your own website or e-commerce solution, you can do affiliate e-commerce. So if you have products to sell, you can sell them through Amazon, you can sell them through drop shipping, you can sell them through somebody else's website. You can basically wholesale them and let somebody else sell them through their platform, like an Amazon or, some other big website that allows you to wholesale and drop ship through their website. A third-party e-commerce, third-party online sales would be like using a third-party platform. You don't necessarily need to have an e-commerce solution. You can sell products online. Many of you probably are already. These will take like 5 to 10% of your sales, and you have to do the fulfillment, meaning you create the shipping label, you send it out, you mail it out, you pay the shipping. If you do something second party affiliate, drop shipping related, they'll take a higher percentage and do the work for you, and you send it to the supplier. The last option is direct to consumer through non-e-commerce, meaning you meet up with people through Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and Let Go. We sell a phone every other day on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, sometimes Craigslist. Craigslist is kind of dying out. But those are the 4 sources. These are the 4 platforms. So when you talk about price, product, promotion, and placement, there's 4 placement options: first party, second party, third party, or direct to consumer. Online education. This is not e-commerce. It's considered e-commerce, but it's educational. So this is Infoproducts. So this is selling information. So I'm going to create an online course talking about local SEO, growing your business using local SEO. And I'm going to use a platform called Kajabi. There's dozens of platforms out here, and you could use any of them, but you're essentially going to be getting paid for information. So informational products like selling a course or a webinar, or you could sell material. You could sell like an infographic or a white paper or some sort of document, where that doesn't need to be e-commerce really. So these are the most popular ones. There is so much free, there is an abundance of free information online. It's up to you guys to find it. Think about who your target market is. Think about the content within the course. People are going to leave you bad reviews if you're not giving them good, valuable information. Think about what platform you're using and how you're going to market it. You need to market it through email, through social media, through paid advertising. Thanks for everybody for being part of this. We talked about you and your business. You know, we got some introductions. I hope this was helpful. I talked about my background and introduction to digital marketing. Each topic I talked about tonight could be its own Thinkific course. It could be its own Skillshare course. These could be their own weekly courses. I hope you learned a little bit about you and your business, about selling online, about getting started, and about digital marketing.